Today's topic is going to be about mental health. I am a big advocate for mental health because I feel like, especially in the brown, black community, everyone wants to make it seem like, oh, we can't have that, you don't have that, you're just spoiled, or you're just this, you're just that, you just don't get your way, you're just going through a period. And it's like, no, like, we have to be honest here. The real tea is, and this is a shirt because I just washed and plaited my hair, by the way. The real tea, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen in the white community. Sometimes they could just be more open. They can know, like, okay, I need to go see this person, I need to talk to this person, I need to try to get help for this. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have experienced it where I have been told, I only get like this, I only do this when I don't get my way. So I said all that to say, mental health is something you do not play with. If you sit there and you lay in your bed all day and you let this stuff build up for years, it could turn into something else. It could be something way more worse than just depression if you let it get to that point. Now, with that being said, you can't just sit in your bed and self-diagnose yourself. You just can't say, oh, well, I slapped Susie because I was depressed, so now I'm gonna go sit in my room all day because I'm depressed. Like, no, you slapped Susie because you wanted to slap Susie and you're blaming it on depression. People have a tendency to do that all the time. They do an action and then they don't expect the consequence, so they blame it on depression. And it sucks because people that actually have depression, they're just like, WTF. How is that even possible that you're just sitting there claiming that when no, you did it out of a reaction, like you wanted to do that. And then, yeah, you just have those people, or you have those adults that are like, no, you're just going through a phase, it'll be okay. And then you have the adults that don't even know. Like, you could be 18 living in your parents' house and they just don't even know, which sucks as well, because it's like, if I'm in my room all day, if you see me in my room all the time, I don't want to go out with my friends. You see my attitude changing. You see me being negative towards some of the things that I'm not normally negative towards. I mean, I would think as a parent, you'll be like, what is going on? Do not self-diagnose yourself, okay? Because you can't say I have depression and the whole time it just turns out like you just don't like people, like you just don't want to deal with people. Depression is something that people really deal with, and it's actually offensive to say you have that. That's just like a pregnant lady actually being pregnant and a non-pregnant lady, she just has a belly, right? So both of them pull up to the parking spot, but the non-pregnant lady is like pulled in a little bit more. That's just like her saying, oh, well, that's just like her being like using her belly for an excuse. Oh, well, I'm pregnant, so I can get here, and I was here first. Okay, well, that's not fair to the actual pregnant lady who's actually pregnant. Her belly just isn't big like yours. Do you get what I'm saying? But after you go through your whatever you go through and you go talk to someone, you try to get help, take self-care days. Like, today is Sunday. I woke up today before everybody. I put me on 2 boiled eggs. I exercised. I got in the shower, combed, detangled my hair. I'm doing this. I'm talking to you all now. Like, you have to take self-care days. Even if that's just putting on lotion when you get out the shower. Even if it's just something little, you still need to do it. Like, that's the honest truth. And due to it being self-care Sunday, I am not going to put anything else on my face. Let everything marinate in. You don't want to get so overwhelmed to the point where it's just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to go do something that I normally do not do now. Excuse my hair. I'm going to go do something I normally do not do. Okay? Because then that leads to, it's not just you're hurting other people. If we're gonna be honest. And don't clock me, okay? Don't be clocking my parts. Because they are messed up. Remember, I did this in the shower. Mental health, like, it's just so important. You just have to care about your, I don't know what happened. Everything went off. I don't know what happened. But like I was saying, if you need that day, then take that freaking day, okay? No one at your job cares about your mental health. I highly doubt your manager cares about your health. And I'm just being completely honest. I highly doubt they care about your health. Mental health can be a lot. Putting up with people dealing with mental health, it can be a lot. And like I said, if you guys ever need to talk to me about anything, if you're feeling a type of way right then and there, I'm here. Because I know how hard it can be. And I know how insensitive people can be. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Growing up, I was spoiled a lot. My grandmother spoiled me before she passed away. And so everyone else had to fill in her shoes. Like, whatever I say I want. The point is, when someone is having an episode or when they're in depression like that, the first thing that comes out of your mouth shouldn't be, she's just doing this because she's not getting her way. Like, what? You don't even, especially if that person has history of depression, like, does that even sound right to come out of your silly rabbit mouth? I'll do a story time on my mental health, and how I get through them on certain days. And yes, I do talk to someone. And then on top of that, I just have a supportive boyfriend. He's just supportive. He knows he's supportive. He's mainly the reason why I talk to people, just because it could be hard sometimes. Out of bed and thinking to yourself like, yep, I need to babe, can you bring me a hair tie? He's just on the bandwagon of, whatever you need, whatever we need to keep you happy and make sure, nothing is wrong or stays wrong, then that's what we are going to do for your health. And I do feel like it is important to have someone in your corner, especially when you don't have family in your corner. And I'm not saying I don't have family. I'm just saying, if you feel like you don't have family and you feel like you don't have your boyfriend, then first of all, should you even be with him? That's the first question. So as soon as I'm done with this one, before I get into the next one, I'm going to, best believe, I'm about to go smash. So with my hair, it's easier to comb through now. Like when I get out the shower, do 4 plaits, it's easier to comb into. My hair is just so thick to the point where it's just like, all of my hair is in like this up front. It's really thick, and that's the tea. I'm just so afraid of cutting off my hair because I guess I'm just afraid of people thinking like, oh, she didn't have hair before. And deep down, it's just like, girl, I did, but I kind of didn't. Like, I don't know. But I think I would definitely have a better hair pattern. Not a hair pattern like my kids. Well, you never know. Because honestly, when I don't know if you guys can tell, but when I get in the shower, like I was telling Tyler the other day, I was like, babe, come here. I was like, did my hair pattern change? And me and him were both freaking out. I think that's the problem with other people too who don't have depression. It's just like you don't listen. And that's another problem in itself. That's not depression. That's just you don't listen. Like, you need to listen. You need to shh and just listen. Like, for instance, when I watched The Joker, I was like, spoiler alert, just in case. After watching The Joker, people was like, it's depressing. And I'm like, nah, I don't think, like, at a certain point, it was probably depressing to some people. But it's like real life stuff. Like, y'all really sit there and make fun of people, beat people up for nothing. And you expect them to be okay? You expect them to be sane? Huh? I read a quote that was like, you live every day, but you die once. And it's like, are you really living every day? Or are you just existing? Are you living or are you existing? Like I said, I'm here for you. And yes, I'm putting this on freshly washed hair. Do I know if my hair is going to turn out like this tomorrow and I have to drive up to school? I do not know. Will I cry tomorrow? Yes. If my hair does not look presentable, definitely will. And Tyler will probably be irritated because he won't hear the last of it. So I'm going to stick this right here. This is the finished look. This is the final look. And my hair smells good, okay? Because I use Meow. And but like I said, I will be doing my face. So tune in to the other video. And bye, my babies.